Okay, folks, this will be a challenging one. Let's see if I can make this one turn up a treat. Gonna look at that later. Okay, let's see what this is, what we've got to deal with. It is Elle magazine, and I just represented with the capital L, as in L, as in the letter L, not the fucking name. And this is what we're interested in, this murder-related shit. Edge of Darkness, the Sugar Daddy murder. And this artwork is what we're interested in with this piece. But I just hate the way the world is so fixated on murder and disgusting things and things that where people are dying and death and disease and disaster and destruction. And that's what the news channels thrive on. And I'm trying to get my creative photocopier use recognised on the 6 o'clock news, and I'm competing constantly with all these negative, primarily shit that they put up, or they like to stick their noses up the arses of the rich and famous. And a lot of these rich and famous people end up in prison, or they end up going to court, and they just keep getting all the fucking airplay. And it's really quite unfair that they're doing that. That many of these people are like sporting figures, and really, if they really cared a lot about their fucking sport, they should be playing their sport and not getting involved in drugs or sexual abuse of someone, sexual harassment or whatever, they assault or rape. They got to stop doing that and just concentrate on their game. If they really cared about their game, their sport, they wouldn't be fucking around being idiots, fucking up other people's lives in the process. You know, they should really just concentrate on what they're good at and what they're supposedly passionate about. And if they really cared about their footy or any other sport, they just keep playing their sport and let their game do the talking, not get involved in stupid crime and petty crimes even, you know, just. And the TV channels just love it. And I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9, and I find I just can't compete with all this shit, all this violence and destruction and all that sort of stuff. And I just can't seem to have any fucking any competition against it. And I'm trying to just get ahead. I'm not rich. I'm a low budget person. I'm disabled. And I'm trying to get recognised for what I can fucking do, not what I can't do. I can't work in a normal job. I can't earn a huge amount of money. If I have to go to work, I have to work in what would be a sheltered workshop, and I really don't enjoy it, folks. You don't earn much money, you know. And then, of course, you get sick with COVID and you run out of sick pay, you know, and you don't have much money to support yourself. So, you know, I'm really over this shit. You know, these stupid, dummy... This is the nice one. I think this is the best one out of the lot. And these stupid sports people who ought to know better just don't apply themselves properly, and they just want to fucking be stupids. And I can't even afford to have a shower every night. I have a shower once a week, and I wash my hair once a fortnight because I can't afford the electricity. The costs of living are going up. and I've just had COVID, an extended period of COVID, not long COVID. I don't typically get symptoms for COVID, except maybe a little bit of a stuffy nose, perhaps. But basically, I haven't got much money to my name, like I'm not rich. I'm trying to get into the art game. I'm trying to compete in the art world, but I can't because I'm just not recognised as an artist. And it's a privilege to be recognised, folks. It's a fucking privilege. It's not a right, it's a privilege. And these people in sport and in other celebrity related circles, it's a privilege. It's not a fucking right to be able to make a lot of money doing what you're good at and what you're passionate about. And I'm no good at working in a normal job. I had brain damage at birth. I had a cord around my neck. I came out feet first, or what they call breech. And that was like the worst beginning for a child to have, is to come out of the mum's womb half asphyxiated, or I was probably dead for all I know. My mum used to tell me about this birth trauma, and there was no one there apparently to deliver me and to help fix things. This was long before we had emergency cesareans. And basically, it's basically, what can you do, folks? What can you fucking do? You get given a bad set of cards from the very get-go, and you're going to try and play them, and you always get teased and bullied at school. I do, but I haven't been diagnosed with this brain damage, incidentally. I was treated like a troublemaker at school because I just couldn't comprehend, and I couldn't retain information because of the brain damage. It affects primarily, apparently I read, it affects the hippocampus and the short-term memory really badly. And these are essential for learning, and I couldn't learn at the pace that they wanted me to learn at. I wonder if this would have been a better one. I couldn't learn at the pace that they wanted me to learn at. And I just used to get really angry and spit the dummy and say, I can't do it, it's too hard. And it's like, fuck, leave me alone. I can't fucking learn this shit. Don't overload my brain. Can't you see I just blew a circuit breaker or a fuse? Like, it's just like so, I get into trouble. Also, I believe I have high-functioning autism. That isn't diagnosed to this day either. And it caused me to have problems being teased and bullied throughout my entire life at school, and even long beyond school into the work life. And basically, I'm really over it. I'm over this whole fucking shit. So and I have another disability that I have been diagnosed with. Slow clap to the professionals who diagnosed it. But it's associated with a large amount of stigma. So I can't talk about it. I can't say what it is. I'm too ashamed to talk about it. It's covered in stigma. And stigma is not good. I don't like stigma. Do you think maybe we might... fuck it. What are we doing? Just wondering if we're going to make a negative positive of this. But basically, I really had problems at school and throughout my work life. And also another thing to note is I'm not insured either. I can't afford fucking insurance. So if this place goes up in smoke, I live in social housing, so if one place goes up, the fucking lot could potentially go up. And basically, I really am living on a knife edge, folks. All because Channel 9 would rather document things on death, disease, disaster, destruction and crime and murder and suicide. Well, actually, there's less on... I don't hear much about suicide, strangely enough. But I hear all the other stuff, and it's shit. And it's like, what the fuck? Do we have to know about this shit? Do we have to know about the house fire that occurred here and there? It's like, what the fuck? And they just keep regurgitating stuff. There's been a house fire in Brisbane, apparently, and they're regurgitating that. They've been talking about that for the past couple of days. And the one with the explosion, if you remember, by the time you get this stuff, Channel 9, you would have forgotten. But basically, I'm trying to get myself recognised as an artist. I want to get off the Centrelink. I don't want to be on the disability support pension for the rest of my life, and I don't want to be working in a sheltered workshop for the rest of my days. I really would like to be free to earn as much money as I need, and I want to get in touch with my lost partner Luigi. I'm doing a switcheroo, folks. I want to get in touch with my lost partner Luigi, and I can't do that without you fucking cooperating with me and helping me out. I want to focus on my talent and my ability. I want to have a relationship with someone. I'm now post-menopausal. I missed the best years of my life because I made some mistakes in my youth, and I want to put that behind me as soon as possible. So there's not much left of me, folks, and that's it. This looks really quite interesting. And yeah, Channel 9, the ball is in your court, as I've said so many times, that phrase. You can make me or break me, but I really need your help because I need to get in touch with Luigi. The cost of living is going up and I can't afford this shit. And if this house burns, if this unit burns down, I'm screwed because I have no insurance. I don't have NRMA insurance like what's advertised on your weather bulletin. I don't have that, folks. I can't fucking afford it. And if this place goes up in smoke, I am finished. So as soon as possible, Channel 9, I'm under the pump. Okay, gotta go. And I think we can just call this demo fucking quits.